Hey, what's going on, Danielle and Emilio? This is Jack here. So wanted to shoot this video analysis and just kind of go over what I can see with your competition and what's potentially out there if we were to tackle this project down together. I also want to kind of talk about like some of the website things that we'd have to do, as well as actually building one for you. But let me go ahead and get started on this, and I'll go over everything. All right. So the first thing I did was I actually typed in the phrase concrete Colorado Springs in the Keywords Explorer tool. It gives us kind of some information about exactly how many people are searching this kind of phrase per month, as well as related keywords that that people are searching for as well. So right off the bat, you can see right here for the phrase concrete Colorado Springs, you get 250 searches per month, which is, if you think about it, the type of people that are typing in concrete Colorado Springs are very specific type of people that are looking for a concrete work in Colorado Springs. So it's very targeted, which is very powerful. Now, an even more powerful one is right here, concrete contractor Colorado Springs. So you know, if someone's typing in concrete contractor Colorado Springs, there's really one of two reasons why they're typing in that. They're either a contractor that's looking for concrete work, or they're just literally people that are looking for contractors to do concrete work for them, right? And so that's very powerful. And so what we want to do is when someone types in concrete contractor Colorado Springs, we want to make sure that your website shows up right here, boom, at this listing right here where it says, I'm not sure if it's Trujillo or Emilio Concrete, but one of those, and then just boom right there. We could even run some ads. You can see how there's 4 of your competitions: My Decks, Rose Paving, Brown Bros, Asphalt, and All West Surface. So these 4 people are all paying ads, and you know that if there's people that are running ads for this, there's money to be made in this keyword, because if people are paying someone to actually rank for these keywords, there has to be a return on their investment, or else they wouldn't continue to have these ads up, right? And so that's the kind of thing that we would do. We would actually make sure that your website shows up. If you wanted to, we could run some paid ads so that you could start showing up at the top of Google for these kinds of things. We would make it so you show up here in the Google Maps, so when people search up on their phone or their computer, you show up in this organic map pack, is what we call it in the search marketing world. And then I'll start ranking organically right here as well. So it looks like Springs Concrete, these guys start ranking pretty high for this kind of phrase. And I mean, if you look at this right now, compared to your website, if you're bidding on concrete work for a specific, or not specific, but let's say a large commercial business, and they renovated their office and things like that, and they need concrete work done, and they're reaching out for bids. You can imagine, like, when you're adding your contact information all there, and then Springs Concrete goes in and then has their web address, and then you go in there and you don't have your website on there. You can see just how much more authoritative, how much more legit a company looks like when they actually have a website that kind of has some of their branding colors, talks about some of the options they've done, some of the previous work they've done, some happy clients they've had, reputation, like right here, as well as seeing their physical location as where they are on Google. It just is a very powerful, legitimatizing thing, right? Back even just 5 years ago, it was perfectly fine, or maybe 10, more closer, 10 years ago, it was perfectly fine for companies like concrete companies, especially asphalt, that kind of thing, to not have a website and to just be based on referrals and word of mouth and that kind of thing. But nowadays, the field of business has changed so dramatically. You know, when people consider how to get new business, the first thing that they do isn't actually going to Yellow Pages and asking them to put your ad up there, or you know, running direct mailers, or you know, refrigerator magnets, that kind of thing. The first thing people do nowadays is going straight onto online marketing and see how online marketing can help them. And that's because it works, and that's simply where people are playing. That's simply where the people's playground is. When anyone nowadays searches for a new product or service in the area, they don't go on there and look up a yellow book and start trolling through the pages to try and see what kind of people are out there, or going through magnets and see what concrete people and offers and things like that. What they do is they literally go on their smartphone and type concrete company Colorado Springs, concrete contractor Colorado Springs, that kind of thing, or you know, dentist Colorado Springs, dentist near me, you know, best dentist near me, best concrete contractor near me, that kind of phrasing. And so you just want to make sure that you're in front of where the traffic is, right? Just like how when you got your office building and things like that, If you were to get an office building out there in downtown, it'd be way more expensive than if you were to get there somewhere like where it's way out of the way. Reason being is just purely because the amount of foot traffic that area gets, and then because of that, downtown can charge a higher premium for that kind of a space because there's a lot more foot traffic. It's also downtown, that kind of thing. But at the end of the day, you just want to be, if a restaurant wants to be in front of people and wants to start really being successful and building out into multiple locations, that kind of thing, the location has to be good. You have to make sure that there's traffic to your business. And no one nowadays, well, I don't know if it was in the past, but no one actually just goes into a concrete office and starts asking you about what kind of work that you guys do. People just reach out via email, that kind of thing, maybe schedule a time to sit down. And really, the main point of contact is a website. From there, having a LinkedIn is very professional. That's something we can help you out with. Facebook, also good. Having a Twitter, that kind of thing. And it's just a powerful way of just kind of helping you rank for those kinds of things, and really making your business a lot more legitimate than where it's at currently. The fact that you've gotten to this point without a website is fantastic because it means that you guys are doing a good job. You're getting good word of mouth, and I don't know how you're currently doing your marketing, but something's working that you're continuing to exist and hopefully continue to grow. And now it's just really us taking that plunge and finally making that jump to actually building out this website and really taking your company and your business to the next level by bringing a lot more leads and a lot more customers your way than you having to go out there and reach out to people and doing other kinds of campaigns and things like that. We have a track record of success. We're very good at what we do. Just like how you guys are experts in the concrete and asphalt field and knowing exactly when you get to a site what needs to be done, what needs to be fixed, what's not necessary, what is necessary, what the time frame is, that kind of thing. We know all that stuff just because we have that same kind of expertise in our field, which is online marketing and doing all the technical and work with websites and that kind of thing. And so I'll wrap it up here. I'll leave this on here. That way you can crunch some numbers. You could always just add all of this up and run some numbers. Like let's say that you capture out of if you add all this up and you capture maybe 30% of that traffic actually goes to your website, and out of that number maybe 10% actually reach out to you, and then out of that number maybe half of them you actually close, or whatever your numbers are, and then you'll be able to see like, wow, like if I were to could close 3 to 4 more contracts per month, what can this really do to my company and business? And that's the kind of results that we can provide for you. So I appreciate if you watch this video all the way through. I don't want to take up any more of your time. At the very least, I hope you got some insight out of it, and I really look forward to talking to you soon. Okay, all right, thank you.